Dawning with myself, Josh, or Mr. Floyd. Mr. Floyd was just my handle, but on YouTube there. So welcome. Grateful to have you all here. Welcome to another Good Dawning episode. We got 8 in the chat at the moment as it piles up, and 8 likes. Remember, guys, if you aren't going to Sacred Joe and Sacred Scribes, when you are seeing numbers like 88, then you are missing large information from your living universe. All right, let's see who we got in the chat this Dawning. Good Dawning, Secret of Truth, Henny Scotty, Suzette Sunnyverse. All right, let's see here. Ben Bacon Bits, welcome. Karen, Nathan, welcome, brother. I will send you a reply to your email later today. Chloe, should be getting some Chloe's crystals today. At least according to USPS, they should be, at least last time I checked. I have to check again today. Really Good Dawning, they should be delivered today. Chloe's crystals. So tomorrow we will be working with the Golden Healer. And we have a Golden Healer and we have a blue, which is not super rare. A blue, they're not the most common. There we go. It's not super rare, but they are rare. Blue Tiger's Eye. There we go. As well coming. So we're going to work with that pillar as well. Today we're going to work with the Emerald to bring in abundance. As where I work is also interesting. The crystal shop that I work at also works with handicapped people. They don't really care about the crystals. I learned that the other day. And with then they have specialized trained people that work with handicapped people in the store. And so they're converting most of the hours at the store from really caring about retail to bringing in handicapped people to run the store, like Down syndrome and stuff, and having a supervisor. And since I don't have a degree so they're shuffling things at the store and bringing in the Down syndrome kids. But yeah, so the person who's supervising him was there last Thursday, and of course she asked them, "What do you know about crystals?" And she's like, "I've never owned a rock in my life." And she's like, "We don't care about that." So tells me everything I need to know anyways about the crystal shop, that they don't care that the people who work there don't know a darn thing about crystals. But nonetheless, yeah, it looks like that may be slowly coming to a fade as they start loading the store up. It's really a tax write-off for them with Down syndrome children or kids and adults to work there with a supervisor who doesn't know anything about crystals in a crystal shop. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's a tax write-off for them if they bring in somebody like with Down syndrome to work there and then get rid of me and have like a supervisor, with a social work degree or something to watch them and then run the register, but otherwise. But yeah, so all right, so things are in flux. So we're going to work with the Emerald today to change. We embrace the change, right? We don't step into fear or anything else. And thank you, Laura. And Laura, if you missed last night, Laura was on, and it was amazing. And thank you for being flexible with the time, Laura. Super grateful. I had to go to the dentist and get a crown. I didn't even get to channel last night as my whole, this part of my whole mouth was gone, right? And so it would have been kind of weird. I could talk, but we just want to focus on talking, but channeling wasn't going to happen. So thank you guys who showed up last night. I do apologize for no channeling. Next week, of course, we will have Laura back on Tuesday, and we will have channeling as well to back up, energetically back up what Laura is always so awesomely stating. And but if you missed it, please do check it out in the live, or in the lives from last night there. And of course, if you need anything energetically, I had a card pulled, and it said I'm going to be fine. I may have to swim. Through the rough surf for a few minutes, but not a big deal. The universe always, if we trust that the universe will take care of us and that we always have enough money, then we're good. And at least on my end, I only lost one day so far, so it's like $70. I can pick up an extra DoorDash to cover that. So it's not that big a deal to lose it and gain it again through a DoorDash. But nonetheless, we're going to work with the Emerald, and 2025 is going to be, we're going to reframe the year of our stability, right? So we're reframing 2025. Hey, look at the bottom card here, and I don't make this up. So Saint Germain's with us. Literally, you saw me. He's sitting here shuffling the cards. So it is Good Dawning, Victor. So as this channel is basically based off of, there we go, Saint Germain's energetics, right? There's 77 cards here, so it's a little thick. But so based off of that, and yeah, maybe upside down or backwards for you, or maybe backwards, but you know how to fix that, send me an email, Mr. Floyd, channelings with an S at gmail.com. I don't know why we're still backwards, but the Kodak on YouTube. So yeah, we're going to reframe 2025. My intention on 2020, it's the year I become solid. I don't know about the rest of you guys, financially and otherwise. I'm going to make a statement that my universe in 2025 is what? Resolved. And that will be the theme of 2025 is resolving. Grace, good dawning. Josh and beautiful family, favor, love, and peace to you all in this beautiful day. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Beautiful, Grace. I love it. I love it. I love it. May your universe find favor, and yeah, may nothing be missing, nothing be broken. And whatever you are missing, may it be returned to you. Whatever was broken, may it be healed and fixed. All right, so we're going to, and if you check out yesterday's video, I was just like scrolling through. It's kind of funny. You asked for signs from the universe, right? Again, numbers. We're at 12:11, right? On the chat. So we're 12 and 11 likes. So yesterday's video had 111 views, 22 likes, 3 comments, and it's 23 now, but it was 22 hours ago when I saw that. So 11, 22, 22, 3. Again, if you see how your living universe truly works, it speaks to you through the numbers as well. And of course, we're just pulling random cards here. There's Horus. So all these entities that we've been working with are right there. So yeah, 2025, better health, solving issues. Exactly, resolve. In we can do this right now. All right, today's mantra, right? And we're going to set this the mantra for 2025. Whatever you want to state it, whether it's abundance, resolve, whatever it is. For myself, in 2025, my universe is resolved. I'm just kind of done playing games, and I'm not going to nitpick my universe that I need X, Y, or Z. We're just going to resolve things. People are waking up, and we will help them. Yes, that's just in the dawning, no less. And the Victor can help him in the evening as well. So he gets the double shot of helping. So yeah, if you're not joining Victor on Truth Wave, I was in the shower. I got to get up a little earlier, and then I can join you guys on Truth Wave and have all this already set up. Not that there's much to set up, but so yeah, if you're joining Victor on Truth Wave, that's at 9:45 in the AM and 9:45 in the PM. If you're on the East Coast, if you're on the left coast, like Scotty Boy there, it would be at 6:40. No, yeah, 7:45, 9, 8, 10, 6, 5:45, early in the morning. So yeah, 4 hours backwards. So yeah, for me it would be 6:45. There you go, on the West Coast. If you want to watch Truth Wave Energy Meditation with Victor, most of us are there in the evening, and a lot of us are there in the dawning. I'm usually there in the evening. It's a great way to close out your day and to hang with the family. PG, good dawning. She blinded me with science. Wah, wah, wah. Do you know I have clear audience? Thanks, Suzette. Now I have the song stuck in my head. Da-na-na-na-na-na. She blinded me. Science. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Anytime I hear a title of a song, I get a title of a song, the entire song from end to end, and it doesn't stop until, I can stop it eventually. It just plays in my head. Clear audience. Just like I'm listening to radio, no less. All right. Today we're going to do some cord cutting. Tomorrow at the last 15 minutes of the show, and tomorrow, if it goes over, that's perfect. If it has to. But we have Krista on. She's going to do an over the hump invocation. We're going to clear some energies after what's been going on in the States and in the world. We're going to clear, release, and kind of start anew, right? And step into the new energies that have taken place. And, as we've been saying, and as we see it in our universe, right? If you are in the United States, and we don't know how united they are, but if you are in the States of America, then nothing's happened. Nothing negative, right? We keep seeing that, right? If you live in America, what are we seeing? Peace. We are not seeing demonstrations. We are not seeing anything. It's like they said, it's going to get crazy before the inauguration, right? Did it get crazy? Did you see crazy? I didn't see crazy. Nothing happened. So if we buy into their lies and the game and give them the energetics, then maybe we create whatever they want to create. But if we just sit here and keep saying, not in my universe, nope, nada, sorry, y'all have fun with that. See y'all later. I'm going to play on the swing set over here, so to speak. Then none of this is happening, and none of it has happened. They're going to pull out the stops, and it's going to be crazy, and get ready. And everybody from Lily Nova the other day to everybody up and down the street. And I'm not knocking anybody. They may have seen something. We just shifted timelines. It's quite possible. You can see stuff. And it may have been we were on that trajectory, right? But we took a turn nonetheless. Nothing's happened. Absolutely. And you got to love it, right? If you just hold that timeline and just keep watching the show, right? Not my universe. I mean, nothing crazy's happening. Nothing's gone nuts. No big bang booms or nothing. Nobody's running the streets screaming. Nobody's hair's on fire. We've all survived. And you know what? Calm. Let's keep it going, guys. Keep sending that energy out there. Not in my universe. All right, so let's do some cord cutting today. And today we're going to cut cords from lack. Anything that is blocking abundance. We're talking about abundance today. Today's a 2 for Tuesday. As well on the channel, we have Viviani on tonight at 7 p.m. So keep that. She's going to be with the ladies, the Akashic ladies, doing Akashic Adventures at 5. And then she's on her own adventure with us at 7. So hopefully I'll see you there. So today's an abundant day on the channel. So we're going to ground into the abundance today. And so today we're going to do a cord cutting on anything that's ever taken lack from us. Any loss, any financial loss, any job loss, any energetics of loss financially, physically in our universe, where we have had and then we don't. Like one day I owned a motorcycle. This is loss, right? I used to have a Kawasaki ZL600 Eliminator, which is a Ninja engine. So it's super fast, but it was carbureted Ninja engine. So it's even faster than, because it was old, 86. On a slow slung cruiser frame. I think go like 200, close to 170 miles an hour. It was insane. But one day I had it. It decided to hit the concrete after I hit a big metal plate at a stop sign. I slammed on the brakes and the back tire went out and the bike went that way. Which could happen to anybody when you have those metal grates on the ground that are for construction and it's kind of chilly. Your back tire doesn't get grip. And so, yeah, I see only God. So do I. Everything is God. I love that, Henny. So one day I had a motorcycle. One day I did not have a motorcycle. I haven't had one since, and I wouldn't buy one in Colorado. It's too crazy. If I was going to buy a bike, I'd go back to Ohio, where it's Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, in that corner there is the more motorcycles, maybe in Tennessee, but otherwise more motorcycles per capita than anywhere else in North America. So I would go there and go rewrite. But no, nonetheless, I don't know if I would move back there, honestly. But having a motorcycle in Colorado would not be fun, because once you hit the mountains, you drop 20 degrees, and if you're trying to ride in like shorts or even a t-shirt, you need leathers and a jacket. But so let's go ahead and take a breath here. We're going to recall all loss, anything that is taking us out of our emerald abundance, all that energetics in our universe, any job loss, any financial loss. Maybe, we all have X things. Maybe you were an ex-gambler, whatever that is. You can recall those monies you've lost. Investments that maybe you've been hoodwinked on or what have you. Maybe you took that trip that my dad took to the timeshare condo, right? And then you end up buying the timeshare condo that eventually ends up taking more than just taking basic vacations from you. Those sorts of deals, right? Anything that's taken abundance from you, including your own energetics. We are the ones we are the grand abundance, but we take it from ourselves because we don't realize who and what we are. So even ourselves, do not forget to include yourselves all the times that you could not see the abundance in front of you or that you gave your abundance away. Yes, I have an uncle who had Padre Pio as a what? Okay. Jumping into the chat there, you see interesting stuff. All right. Fast, Josh. All right, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath as we breathe in. We're going to breathe in abundance. As we breathe out, we're breathing out all of the toxic energies, all the lack, all the situations that brought us into financial lack, what have you. Not to say maybe you aren't in financial lack, but nonetheless, anything that has taken abundance from us, we are going to breathe out today. So let's take a deep breath in. When we breathe in, we hold it for 4 seconds. It's cycling our breath. And to be honest, if you work your universe by staying present and cycling your breath throughout the day, yeah, it's a game changer. It's a big game changer. All right, so take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, and breathe out. Again, as we're breathing out, you can through your nose or your mouth, whatever works for you. You know how to best breathe out to release the cortisol in your body, that stress relief breath, right? So I can tell you to breathe through your mouth or your nose, but whatever works for you the best to relieve your stress, your energetics, the heavier energetics as we breathe out the carbon dioxide, the waste product from our body. We breathe out the waste energy from our body. The energy it doesn't serve us. There's no wasted energy. The energy it doesn't serve us from our body as well. All right, breathe in again. Lindsay, we love you. We don't mind anything from you, Lindsay. We don't mind anything from anybody. We don't mind anything, Lindsay. Don't mind my time traveliness. No, of course not. All right, take a deep breath in. And again, breathe out anything related to lack in your universe, however you choose, nose or mouth. All right, and one more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Finally getting a fire going, my best to keep something solid beneath me. Speaking of fire, it was I know you were taking literal fire, but it was minus 17 degrees here this dawning. That's Fahrenheit, if you were asking. So it's like minus 15, 14 now. As the sun comes up, that's supposed to be 49 today, so goodbye snow. Love it. Gotta love Colorado. Start out at minus 17, end up at minus 49. All right, so let's go ahead and do we're going to recall. And if you want to follow my lead, you can speak. You can just kind of ground into the energy. It's up to you, whatever you want to do, if you want to repeat or not. We're going to do an invocation. We're going to recall anything that's blocking us. We're going to scrub anything that's blocking us, and we are going to see ourselves as an abundant body, not a lack body, because we are not in lack. If you are the I am that I am presence, you are the abundance you've been looking for if you choose to claim that. Again, you have to claim that, though. You could claim that you aren't the abundance. Cancel that on my end. And that's up to you. Your universe. You choose your universe. But if you want to choose that universe, then party on Wayne, right? Exactly. You'll need Garth's money at some point. A favor. All right, so one more breath just to recenter. And this time, breathe out as much lack as you can. Throw it out of your frame. All the lack, all that. I don't want it. I don't need it. And we're going to be abundant energy, right? I don't want it. Get it out of me. All right, so if you want to repeat after me. All right, I release all energies that have been binding me, holding me, and keeping me in lack. I release all energies that have been binding me, holding me, and keeping me in fear. I release all energies that have been binding me, and keeping me in lack and fear and frustration. I release all those energies. I see myself as abundant, as the light of abundance. I see myself as the flow. I give any blocks, be it energetically or mentally, any lack, any energy inside of myself that is blocking my natural abundance. I release it, give it to the universe, and wash it in the violet flame. I claim my rightful abundance as source love on earth. I step into those energies. I seal those energies within myself. And live in the vibration that I am my own abundance. So it be for my highest. I'm done with the lack in this universe, right? Lack is a mentality. I personally am done with it, so I don't know about you guys. But no more lack. We release all the lack. We see our universe, today's mantra, as resolved. You need money? It's resolved. You have an outside bill, a bill that's holding? It's resolved. You need something to fix your car, something to that effect? It's resolved. Everything in our universe is what? Resolved. We don't play this. Homie don't play this anymore, right? Homie is not playing in lack energies. Homie is not playing in anything that is not what? Resolved. We're on planet Earth. We can sit in, we're all sitting in an unresolved state. A lot of us are sitting in an unresolved lack state, right? We chose that. There's no difference between the exact state. Here's the deal, guys. Wherever you currently are, whatever energy you are in, is actually no different than the energy you're looking to go to. That's what blows my mind, is that we'd sit here in a lack state. Lack is an energy. You vibrated it up, you created it, you're sitting in it. I'm not saying you are, but we are, if you are in lack, right? Then we're sitting in lack. We have created lack. There's no difference in creating lack than there is in creating abundance. It's all about belief and vibration. You have to do the same work to create lack as you would theoretically to have to do to create abundance. It's just a vibration. You choose the level of vibration that you want to sit in. And for myself, I am done sitting in lack, done with the unabundance, and I'm done with not having choice. I don't know about you. 2025, I have choice. We made a different choice in America. Make a different choice in my universe. All right, let's work with the cards here. See what we've got. All right, we're going to shuffle up a little bit here. And this is it's going to be backwards, but, and it's probably the most used deck on YouTube, to be honest with you. Ching, the Divine Masters deck by Kyle Gray. This one, the cover is kind of smudged off there, but it doesn't matter. It's the energetics of the deck, but exactly. All right. Hey, all right. There you go, Green Tara, say hi. All these cards we've used, they just keep these same entities, just keep energies, keep popping up. All right. When I was 11, I got hit by, favor, head on when I was by a car when I was on my bike. Took a year and a half to recover. I did not ride bikes ever since for 40 years. Wow, Suzette. I broke my foot playing tennis. My gym teacher, Mr. Heisler, kicked over a trash can full of tennis balls, and good Dunning, blindly inspired. And once he kicked over, citrine, kicked over the tennis balls there, I landed on a tennis ball and broke my foot. Nothing comparative, but good God, favors Suzette. Yeah, I've never played tennis again, and I imagine you would never want to ride a bike. All right, let's go ahead and cut these cards into 3 piles. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to stack them and see what we get here. Bottom card for energetics. 1, 2, and 3. Top 3 cards here if they want to come off. All right. Let's get into all messages, and I won't lose the chat. All right. Favor Suzette. I don't blame you for never riding a bike. That was all right. So first card for today is Metatron and Sandalphon, who do come together. They work very well together. Metatron and Sandalphon. I've got Metatron on my wall. I'm not going to grab it, but I have a cut Metatron on my wall there. So, all right, sacred connection, synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. So divine connection today. So see who comes into your frame, in your universe, right? All right. These have come up as well, and they've come up in other readings and stuff. The blue, and again, if this is backwards for you guys, I'm sure it is. I apologize. If you know why it's broken backwards, send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an s@gmail.com. All right, the blue beings, the blue avian being, they've been around, and if you've been watching any tube, they've been more active on the tube than not. Light transmission, wounds healed, important information. All right, so if we have wounds healed, sacred connection. A lot of us don't have sacred connections. Why? Unhealed wounds. For myself, I'm in a cycle, a 7 lifetime cycle of abandonment. That's my cycle that I'm working through to learn. I chose the abandonment route. A lot of people could choose to become a narcissist or to become this, that, or the other. And in this case, I chose abandonment as the cycle that I wanted to the energies I wanted to experience so that I could go past it so that I can wake up as source. What did you choose? That's why past life regression session. But if you can't do that, we have tonight. We have Viviani on at 7 p.m. with Akashic Adventures. So you could ask Viviani what she can read your Akashic Scrolls and get in there with your book, really. and get in there. Imagine how many scrolls that would be for how many lifetimes you've had. You would take up like a huge vault, right? But nonetheless, she can help you to find those sacred connections and to see what your cycle is. So check her out tonight. Tonight's card is Sop Debt. We've had Sop Debt before as well. Cosmic Power, Unlimited Potential, Sacred Mission Initiation. All right, and then finally, all right, here we go. New Energy has joined the party here. Kathumi. Sure you've heard the word before, like Melchizedek or what have you. Kathumi, right? So initiatory experience, your current situation is initiating your gifts. So your current situation is bringing the gifts to you. Let's see here. I want to look up Kathumi. So those of you who don't know who Kathumi is, all right, Master Kathumi or Kutumi. Here we go. Actually, it's Katumi. You're correct. All right, Master Katumi, also known simply as Kach, is one of the original ascended masters of Theosophy. His name is a pseudonym given to protect the identity of a highly influential man from Punjab region who is known to have encouraged the Maharaja of the time to reclaim his spiritual path. Now he is the keeper of the golden ray of wisdom, a divine energy that can be invoked to help us tune to the mysteries of the universe. Katumi is an evolved soul working closely with the earth and appears to anyone who is ready to move forward in their spiritual path. The divine master acts as a spiritual doorkeeper, somewhat like an energetic bouncer. There we go. Holding space so that those embarking on the spiritual path can enter the deep transcendental states and be protected from lower vision. So the message would be that it's time to take your intentions, plans, and gifts to the next level. As we've been saying, everything in our universe is what? Resolved. We're resolving even our leveling up, right? All of it. We're not playing homie. This channel, homie, don't play that no more. Homie, this channel is going to get a little serious here with our energetics because homie don't play that. And none of us need to be in a lack or in any negative or lower vibration in this world. Lift each other up. 2025. We are all resolved. That means you too, Lindsay. We see you with your kids. All right. It's time to take your intention and plans to the next level. It's time to stop playing small and think beyond where you are. If you have been held back on your dreams, intentions, or plans, allow yourself to start moving towards the life you want for yourself. Cosmic energy is surrounding you now, and sacred space for you to delve deep into yourself in order to uncover your gifts, talents, abilities, and more. The situation that you are moving through. We're all moving through situations. Do you see it as that, or do you get bound down and see it as the universe that you're in? It's very important for your life's path. Know that any limitations, challenges, or fears that are rising up are opportunities for you to fully show up and shine. And be aware that adversity is actually an opportunity to learn and teach. Know that there are no mistakes in the events that are unfolding for you. Instead, there are a sacred plan based on the prayers, intentions, visions you have for yourself, your life, and your spiritual path. Thank you, Metatron. So when you get out there today, thank Metatron. Make sure Metatron's holding you in space and you are staying grounded, right, with Metatron. And of course, Sandalphon. Blue Avians, which have been around. The cosmic blue avians, there we go. Wounds healed, important information and change. Stop that, more change, right? Unlimited potential, sacred mission, and then Katumi telling you, get off your Hillary Duff and be the change. So it's all about stepping into that. We are not powerless. Any situation that you are in, you are not powerless. You are the power you've been looking for. We don't see that sometimes because the situation itself. But there are moments where you will have this energy, and then there are moments where you will lose it if you step into it. So keep that in mind, guys. If you step into this, I'm not going to do it. I'm done. I'm my universe, and you step into that energy. Be surprised if it disappears. But just remember that it's there. It's inside you. Call it right back. Don't let the circumstances of whatever is going on at the exact moment in your universe, don't let those circumstances bowl you over there. And again, if you guys are checking out, and of course we have 21, well, now it jumped, but we had 21 and 12. So we had 21 in the chat and 12 likes. If you want to give it a like, I would Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I never ask, but certainly grateful. Thank you, Sharon. All right. Archangel Sandalphon is connected to our Earth Star Chakra, currently getting upgrades as we ground more into Mother Earth. What is the homie? Homie, yeah, we have like the homie. There we go. We could homie D Clown's Oracle deck, right? The Ace of Swords, right? Homie, don't play that, right? That would be the Ace of Swords. All right. Crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and see who. Actually, let's work. Well, one thing we did not do, and we will kind of get into real quick here, is our 2025, right? And I am still working on my first goal, and we're going to let it go for another till the end of this week. We're going to move into our second goal. But are you working on your goals? Goals for 20 goals, right? For 2025. If you want to pause that, flip your camera upside down, and in a mirror, you might be able to read my goals. But so yeah, goals for 2025. First one is to drink more agua. Namaste to you, right? So to drink more agua. So that's what I'm doing for yourselves. I don't know what your goals are. So that's the first goal. We aren't doing any New Year's resolutions, right? Because what we find is we're not resolute. And if we find that we're not resolute, then it brings down our auric field. We don't end up creating as much as we normally would if we achieve a goal, right? So from your end, are you working towards whatever number one goal you set? And that was just a simple goal of going to bed earlier, maybe doing your laundry more often, washing your sheets 3 days earlier so they're a little cleaner. Whatever it is in your universe. Maybe it's eating the healthier bread at the store versus the junk white bread if you eat bread. So yes, in that aspect, and Sharon, welcome. Good dawning. Nice to see you. So yeah, in that aspect then, whatever your first goal is, please be grounding into that. Mine was to drink more water. I was doing a zeolite. Here, hang on. I was doing a zeolite. This is going to be backwards as well. Zeolite powder, but what zeolite does is it binds water and it removes junk. All the metals from your body, but you pee a lot. And so since I'm still working on undehydrating myself, I stopped the zeolite because I was dehydrating myself even worse because it causes you to pee a lot. And it's not a medical show. You seek your own doctor, but zeolite is used commonly to remove metals, like a metal detox, right? And so I was using that, but I wasn't matching the water, so I was starting to get really dehydrated. And if you check, zeolite's actually used in a lot of municipalities to remove knocking the table here. Methylated blue, right? So I have methylated blue here as well, which I've been taking, but I stopped because you can't do both, right? So I stopped the methylated blue because the zeolite would reach in and grab all of the methylated blue in my body and remove it because that's what it does. They use it in municipalities. So zeolite, if you want to do a metal detox from your body, remove all the X marks the spot in the sky stuff. We're not going to say that on the live. It's amazing how easy you can get knocked from the Al Gore who has no rhythm, the algorithm on YouTube just by certain words. And so in this case, we're not going to say trails. We'll say the happy trails, and there we go. Right, happy trails. Not exactly the happy trails in the sky that like to give us free gifts. There we go. Those happy trails that give us free gifts that rain down from the sky. If you use zeolite, again, not medical here. This has not been evaluated. Actually, may have been, but nonetheless, universities have evaluated. But nonetheless, that will help to remove the happy trails from the sky that come down upon you as well. And but make sure that you are drinking more water because it'll dehydrate you. So number one thing, drink more water. So in number one goal then for me was to drink more water. So are you drinking, whatever your number one goal was, are you doing so? By Friday, we want to accomplish that. So it's my job then to drink at least 3 of these a day and see where I can go from there and get rehydrated. And then I will reintroduce the zeolite. But otherwise, yeah, it's just emptying me out and I'm like shriveling up like a prune, so to speak. So don't want to do that. But so from your end, then whatever goal you set, if you wrote them down, hopefully you did. We did 4 simple goals, 1 or 2 moderate goals, and then 1 giant goal. And never want to give away your giant goal until you accomplish it yourself as well. So keep those goals to the simple goals. Sure, drink more water. Anybody, you see me on the street and ask me, drink more water. Have you drank? If you see me in Victor's chat, are you drinking your water? Right. But otherwise, if you have a really big goal, you do not want to share that, because then you get energy leaks and vampires that will come in and either try to stop it or piggyback it or steal your energy, or may even take your goal. And then you're like, wait a minute, this is I'm the universe here, but I was working on this. What's going on here? So yeah, so from my end, before we channel here, drink more water. So whatever your first goal is, make sure that you are working on that. And of course, also, chloescrystals.com. Make sure typing that in, right? We're going to chloescrystals.com. But we're done with the unabundance in this channel, in this family. So we do not see lack. We see each other in abundance. So as we see each other, frame each other in the abundance that we want to be in. We see Suzette in grand abundance. And Suzette, if you would please send me a picture of your thermostat. We are working on getting a big metal lockbox for your thermostat, if you have one. But if you're using a radiator, you may not actually. But if you have a thermostat on the wall that we can utilize a picture thereof or dimensions, there's a few in the chat who would like to help you get a lockbox, so your mom does not, like a metal box with a key, so your mom does not shut off the heat in the middle of the night. God love you. Favor. And there may be some other things as well. There are things that we can do on this channel here to help each other out. And Venus, good dawning. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. Everything gets translated to a song in my universe. It's just the way it is. But welcome, Venus. Grateful for you. So yeah, if you want to send me a picture, Suzette, or dimensions or something of your, we can work on getting you a metal keyed box. So mom gets there and it's, I can't turn off the heat. And that would be the best thing. Favor. We love you. But yeah, there's other things that we're going to be doing here. I will announce as they come up. I've learned not to announce what I want to do. Like I announced I was going to do the Rumble channel, and I haven't yet. And it's just a lot of work. To do Rumble is a whole nother animal. And so it's just a lot of work, even just keeping up with this. As you can see, I'm not the fastest at returning comments or replying when you guys put comments on videos and such. So I need to get faster with that, but I'd like to be faster with that. But yeah, so it's just a whole nother animal of work. So eventually maybe, but if you have a large goal, do not state it. Let yourself naturally bring it to fruition here. It's 911. All right, so let's speed things up. We're going to bring in somebody to channel and see what we get today. And I can help you with Rumble. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will take you up on that at some point, Victor, for sure. As we do the Shoot the Shit show on Rumble, which we were going to do. But who knows? Maybe all the shit we'd want to shoot is getting cleared out, so to speak, in the universe. We can hope and pray, right? Favor, but all right. Good dawning and welcome. We are Saint Germain and a little Archangel Raphael, and we are channeling through Josh for you, to you today, and we say generally the same thing. Every good dawning. Why? So that you know that it is us, that we are channeling for you, to you today, right? We are grateful that you are here, and we hope that you are grateful that you are here as well. You really have alternatives when you are traveling on YouTube, right? We are grateful that you are choosing Mr. Floyd's universe. You have lots of channels to travel with, right? And lots of places you can go in the tube of you, right? So you are here on the tube, and so we are grateful that you are here. And we hope to see you every day in the dawning. But if you are just visiting, we are grateful. If you are watching in the replay and you made it this far, statistically, not too many people do, but if you have made it this far in the replay, Saint Germain is grateful that you are here. That is the question we are going to ask you today. Are you grateful that you are here? That is a question. Are you living your life with gratitude? Are you allowing your abundance to be, and are you allowing yourself to be the abundance that you know that you are? Or do you not know that you are abundant? We are going to ask that question again. Do you realize that you are already abundant, that you are the I am presence, and that who you are is based off of the I am presence of abundance? You are the ones who are programming yourselves in lack. You are the ones who are programming yourselves in fear. You are the ones who are skewing how you are choosing to see your loving, living universe if you are not seeing it as loving and living. It is truly your choice, but a lot of you are skewing that and diving into the programming that you are not choosing to remove. We are going to discuss some of that today as well. Your programming. We are going to give you alternatives to removing your programming. Saint Germain is grateful, and Josh had figured something out over the weekend when he had taken the golden teacher mushrooms, right? They gave him some education on how to remove your energetics, right? What we are going to state is this much. When you are laying around and you are sitting in your universe, if you are finding energetics coming up of lack, or hate, or anger, or frustration, now there are a few things that we have to caveats, right? We have to create caveats. In this scenario, this situation here, when you are feeling energetics in your universe, the easiest way to get rid of them is to give them away. But you have to understand the energetics that you are feeling first. Are you in understanding? Your dark night of the soul, right? For Josh, he spent 7 years in and out, but most of it by himself, crying every night and every day and every night. You don't have to go through that so much anymore if you know the energies you are dealing with. That's the big point. For Josh, over the weekend, he had father trauma came up in a ball inside himself. He felt it. He understood the trauma, right? And so he was able to release it, but you have to know what the trauma is from. You have to understand the trauma and feel the trauma first before you give it away. Are you in understanding? The old way would have been to cry through your trauma. Oh my gosh, I've been such a bad person, right? For Josh, this, that, and his father, and this and that, and cry it out. See all the scenarios, go from this to that, and work through it. And I was wrong with this scenario, and right. And then we're going to SpongeBob SquarePants. 5 months later, we are still crying. We are seeing new scenarios that we are crying about. Another SpongeBob SquarePants. 3 months later, we are still crying. We are still sitting there, journaling it out. We are getting better. It's clearing, right? Write it and skip. 10 months later, we have finally cleared it out. Year and a half later, we have written it all out, what have you. I did not add that up, but nonetheless, Saint Germain did not add that up. But nonetheless, so the math may be incorrect, but you are getting the idea. 2 journals and a whole year, 2 years, poof. But you have cleared your trauma and you are ready to strut forward, right? There's lots of easier ways in your universe to do that. What we are going to state is it could make you go, what? But nonetheless, it may not. If you are, for Josh, when he was laying on the couch, right, in these rooms, and he knew that this was father trauma. He realized, oh, this goes back to when he was 15. If you are that tactualist, right, if you are there, and the trauma comes up, and you can pin your trauma, this is the caveat. If you can pin the trauma, oh, this is father trauma, this is the reactionary trauma that Josh has been living through, really. It's just his whole life, right, since 15, right? Since he became reactionary to his father at 15. His father was karmic and yelling and this. So he went into a different space and he never left that space. Always confrontational now with his father. Always that broken teenager, right? So if you realize the energetics in your universe, when you are starting to feel those energetics, for Josh, he went, oh, this is the energies of when I was 15 and his father threatened to send him to military school and all kinds of craziness, right? Poof. He gave it away. Instead of working through it, give it to your higher self, which is God. There you go. Saint Germain can help you transmute it with the violet flame. But if you want to lift it out of yourself, remove it from your frame, out of your chest, into the goodbye. You are free from that ball of energy. Give it to your higher self, which is sauce. You are just sauce. You are the ball of energy inside of you is sauce, right? It is the same sauce. That is the same sauce as a tree or a dog or a cat. What was this rock that was you like at one point, right? Which is still the same sauce. It is just grounded up. Are you in understanding? This is a form of sauce too. It's just very slow moving, right? What we are saying is if you give it to the greater sauce field, give it to your highest self and release it to God, which is your highest self. Saint Germain you will see miraculous results. Your dark night of the soul can be sped up. You are having to understand the energies that you are wanting to give away. If you are crying and you do not know why, you have to work through it until you understand why you are crying. And then understand the energies of that whole situation. Then you can release it without having to cry through it. Are you seeing? If you are seeing that you are carrying a wound from maybe your mother, and your mother was very karmic and yelling at you, if you are an understanding that that wound is tied to your mother and she was karmic and not understanding of you and yelling at you a lot, like happened to Josh, right? You don't have to cry it out each situation and, oh, she said this and cry, and oh, that happened and cry. You can say, I don't need it anymore. I am in space. I am good. I give it to God. Take it away from me. Take this energy from me, right? And God, your highest self, will reach down. You are source, right? Reach down. You are instructing the field, the higher energies, to reach down and to lift that out of you. You can only lift out what you are aware of, and you can only lift it out if you are an understanding of it. But if you are, you do not have to cry it out. You do not have to journal it out for 80 days, right? And you do not have to go row a boat around in a lake so you can meditate on it. You can erase it from your universe by giving it away. Give it to your highest self. Give it to Source. Give it to God. Ask God, yourself, basically, to remove it from yourself. So there you go. You are just transferring it to the greater source field. Get this out of me. But you are an understanding of what it is. If you know the trauma that you are dealing with and are an understanding, you do not hold that trauma. Do not sit there and cry it out anymore. You can, and I will see you down the street about 2 years later, right? But if you want to get rid of it immediately, biff, bam, boom. If you know that it's your mama trauma drama, right? Or your father's trauma drama, or whatever it is for you in your universe, whatever drama that's causing the trauma, or whatever trauma that caused the drama, whatever it is, if you know the energy and what this energy holds, get rid of it. Give it away. Offer it to your highest self. You will take it and throw it away. Transmute it with the violet flame. Offer it away to Archangel Raphael. But do not hold on to it. Do not try to cry it out or journal it out anymore. Dark Night of the Soul 2.0. It is your job to work into the energy until you can understand it. That is your job. Are you an understanding? Otherwise, it's your job to release it to your higher self. Walk away. Give it to God. Wash it with the violet flame and relax. Don't need to hold it anymore. A lot of you have these ball of tension right here, and you try to do that, but you cannot feel relaxed. Are you understanding? You are feeling heavy or stressed or tense, or what have you. If you are able, nothing can explain the feeling, and I'm sure Josh can, is when that energy, and you feel this ball of energy being removed from your body, from your frame, from your energies. Give it to Sauce. Do not carry it around. You are welcome to journal all you like for understanding of the energies. But Saint Germain is changing the rules. Ooh, pardon me. Bumping energetics. Josh, when he channels, he hasn't channeled over the weekend, or for a few days. So he's bopping. He channeled yesterday, but sometimes the energetics and he will bop, right? From your end, if you have energies that you are dealing with that are bringing you down, that you are feeling, that are tense, that are dark night energies, energies that you are going to need to have to work through, it is your job then to work up to the point of understanding the energies. This energy is from this trauma. Maybe you fell off the balance beam and you are in gymnastics at 8 and you are holding that trauma, right? So you do nothing in your universe because you are held to everything from that trauma right there, right? When you fell off the balance beam. Once you release that and you realize, okay, this trauma inside me is from the balance beam when I fell off, and you release that, it's like a whole new universe. If you are able to release your trauma into the greater poof and understand what the trauma is when you release it, night and day energies can occur for you. Saint Germain wants to repeat that. If you are able to understand the energies that you are releasing, and you are releasing those energies after understanding them, not crying through them, being in solid state, right? Understanding, okay, I can release this. I have nothing in the back end, and I am good from where I stand. You can change our universe overnight. You do not have to go through the dark night and cry it out for 6 months. You do not have to journal yourself to death, and you do not have to carry it forever. Keep that in mind. Saint Germain loves you, and he wants you to understand that. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we have channeled. It's my job for you to understand that if there is energy that feels heavy in you, and you can understand what that energy is from, the circumstances, the energetics, the what happened in my universe, the programming, whatever it is, at that point, you are in the right to give it away to Source, to God, to your highest self. You do not have to cry it out. You do not have to journal it until your fingers fall off, and you do not have to rehash it for years. You can give it to the universe, give it to God. You ask simple, God, Source, my highest self, take these energetics from me. I do not need them anymore. I understand what they represent. I am in balance with the situation. Take away the heavy energies. I do not need to cry it out, so I can move on with my universe for my highest love and joy. Viviani, we will see you tonight, right? Viviani is in the chat, y'all, and we will see her tonight, 7 o'clock on the East Coast. You will see Viviani. She will help you. Ask if you are wanting to be. You have Viviani here, right? If you are unsure of the cycle that you are in, be it an abandonment cycle, a narcissistic abuse cycle, what the learning that you chose when you came to us, maybe a poverty cycle, right? Whatever it is for you, and you are unsure, Viviani will be able to help you with that tonight on her Akashic Adventures on our channel. She is going to be live at 5 o'clock on her channel with the ladies, and then at 7 o'clock. We do not simulcast onto her channel through Josh until we have to pay for the StreamYard, then she can simulcast. But until then, the free version does not allow for simulcasting on other channels. She will just be on this current channel tonight at 7 o'clock. So this is very good timing, because what we are discussing here is trauma, right? And she can help you to see what your trauma patterns are. And so you are in good space if you are wanting to talk with Viviani tonight to find out what your trauma is and why you are in this cycle that you are in, if you are unsure. So that is very good timing there, Viviani. We are grateful for what you do and what you do in the universe. Saint Germain is grateful for you and what you do in the universe, helping people to see what is unseen that is causing their current patterns is a very big deal. And you are to be commended and to be raised and praised for that. For those who are out in the universe who have the gift of seeing the energetics that those are living it do not, and helping them through it, we give you all the praise. Because you are stepping in there. Lots of people get confused about what they want to do or don't do in their universe, but you can come through with clarity and help them seeing from where they may have made past errors that may help them in their current. And that is a great gift. We are grateful. Remember, do not have to cry it out anymore. Give it to yourself, which is God, to your higher self, right? You are just that energy. Saint Germain is no different than you. We are the same energy, right? I realize who I am. I am the Source, right? So are you. So don't drag around the energies that you don't need. Just toss it away to yourself as the Source. Ask myself, Saint Germain, to wash it in the violet flame. Call in Archangel Raphael to cleanse it with the green flame. Whatever you want to do, you can do, right? But nonetheless, you don't have to sit there and journal it and cry it out anymore. If you know what the energy is, give it away. Release it from your frame and watch what happens. Releasing transmission. All right. Give it a couple minutes here. We're going to work with the emerald. And so Viviani will be live tonight. And Saint Germain said there, if you don't know what cycle you're in, for me, it's a abandonment cycle. What is it for you? Is it narcissistic abuse or broke or whatever? Ask Viviani tonight, and she can help you with that. Join us, 7 o'clock. All right. We're going to work with the emerald. This came from chloescrystals.com. Actually, Chloe's at Chloe's Crystals. chloescrystals.com will exist at some point. If you want to help us create that and create abundance in somebody else's universe, send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. And you can help me help Chloe to create chloescrystals.com. Right now, if you go to at Chloe's Crystals on YouTube, you can see her channel. If there's any crystals you want, grab her email and ask her, and she will reply, and you can order crystals. All right. Let's go ahead and work with the emerald. And again, energetics works best with your permission, so I will stop for a moment and ask you guys your permission. If you are here, then I'm sure you are permitting, but if not, we understand. And so from my end, all right. And of course, tomorrow at this time will be, we're going to have on at Blindly Inspired or Krista. I will revamp the title card or revamp the live to swing it through StreamYard, but that might not work. We'll have to figure this out. Just because I don't want to run out of StreamYard time. Let me see how much StreamYard time I have, but I should have Krista on tomorrow. If I don't, it's only because I'm running short on StreamYard time, and I'll have her on at the beginning of the month. StreamYard gives you 20 hours for free, and then it's $45 a month and losing a day of work. Although I can pick up a lot of that through door dashing. I don't want to pick up another bill. So. All right. So if you need an emerald pillar, which aren't always that common, and a really nice one, chloescrystals.com. At the moment, though, go to @Chloe'sCrystals, but we're manifesting her website. So, all right. So, of course, the intention of using the emerald is to the emerald is bring in abundance, because we are done with being unabundant on this channel. There's no reason why any of us does not have choice. We're removing all the blocks. Take away our abundance. Make us feel less than, not worthy of any of that. All right, guys, I'm going to end this right here. I'm going to seal this and end this. I do have to get to the crystal shop. I still do have to chase the crystal shop down on Tuesdays and Fridays. So you'll see those. But otherwise, there's no more Thursday. But it's good to know I work at a crystal shop that doesn't care about the crystals. They're using it as a tax write-off for the bigger business. So interesting. Doesn't make me care less because I'm here to help others. But if I knew that, knowing that now, Chloe's crystals for all that's 100% of my crystal needs, right? Yeah, karmic crystals, no thank you. All right, guys, seal this up. Abundance. All right, let's close this out with a group hug. Lean forward. Everyone take a deep breath real quick. Again, breathing in, all possibility, abundance, and breathing out, whatever is keeping you in lack. Breathe in. And breathe out. Eve Mux. I did check out Eve Mux. It locks you off at an hour. From what I saw on the Eve Mux there, Victor, that you could get free streaming, but after an hour, so it locks off. So, and I tend to go past an hour, especially with Viviani's energetics. We can go like 2-3 hours. Easy. Viviani's got the most amazing energetics. Laura too. Laura goes like 2.5-3 hours too. So she's amazing too. So yeah. So it would limit the show. But I did look into that for sure. But it does cop you off at an hour. As I saw what you, I was curious because I saw when you sent me the link there. So I checked out their website. I could do under an hour. But yeah, you didn't. Yeah, so the free version stops at an hour, and a lot of free versions do that. StreamYard's the only one that doesn't. It lets you go until you just burn up 20 hours. And if you set up a stream with 19 hours and change on StreamYard, it'll let the stream go. So blessed. If you have 20 hours or like 19 hours and 20 minutes, and you still have 40 minutes left, it'll let you set up the stream, and it won't cut it off. So you can go another 3 hours, and it won't care. You can't set up another one until I think it's the 3rd of the next month. All right, so deep breath in. We're breathing in opportunities, possibilities, the energies of abundance, Emerald, and we're breathing out lack. We're just done. No more in this channel. We are lack free on this channel. We're done. We are all in abundance. Hallelujah. All right, let's lean forward. Group hug. All right. And grab each other's arms or shoulder to shoulder, arms over shoulder. All right. We see each other in abundance. This channel and this YouTube channel and those who watch it are done with lack. We are done with being unabundant. We are done with not having choice. We are done with all the situations in our universe that have been plaguing us. Suzette is done with dealing with her mom's, all the issues with her mom. Lindsay is done. We see Lindsay being done with not having her kids. We see Rick being done with not being with whatever's going, his health. We see Rick being healthy. We see Rick being done with health issues. There we go. All of those out there in the universe who are having issues, we see all those issues as what? Done, complete, and resolved. Word for the day, resolved. Everything in our universe is resolved. We see everything resolved. We see each other in the highest loving light. We see everything resolved. We see peace in the world. We see those fighting each other, putting down their weapons and shaking hands. We see governments putting down their pens and shaking hands. We see people in America putting down their divide and hugging each other and realizing it was all engineered to begin with. We call in the violet flame over planet Earth, and we hold each other up in the highest love. We send healing to Mother Gaia. We send healing to Father Sky. And we bring in unity for all of us. We see humanity as one in love, in peace, and abundance. We see those who are in food scarcity with full cabinets and pantries. We see those in water with needing clean water, having the filters they need. We see those who are having issues housing themselves in the grandest of palaces. And we see those needing a hug with the line of people waiting to give them a hug. We send love to all. May your day be as amazing as you are. In love and peace. Hallelujah. So it be. All right, guys. And Henny sees only God, which is awesome because it's all God. Blessed. All right, I'm going to walk out. I will take my Per Christa here. Citrine. And you guys have an amazing day. Remember, everything we do helps to create our loving, living universe. And if we're not there, then as we release into the dark, our cells vibrate faster and we bring in the light and we help to create our loving, living universe. All right, guys, stay awesome. Remember everything. Remember, guys, you are loved. I almost said the same thing again. How you still can. Once I do these like that, I mean, my energy's. I gotta shake it off for a second. All right, so tonight at 7 o'clock is Viviani with her Akashic Adventures, Part 2. If you want to catch Viviani at 5 o'clock on her channel, she is simulcast on her channel with Linda Gonzalez. I'm just the other one. There's three ladies outside of Viviani. And so you can check that out as well. And I will see you all tonight. If you have a question for Viviani, you can pre-put it into the chat tonight. Just put it in all capitals and we will grab it. And otherwise, I will see you at 7 p.m. I'm going to take Kuan Yin with me. Not that she gets a lot of views anymore, but I'll take Kuan Yin with me and record at the store. Guys, stay awesome. Stay beautiful. Love you all. And I will see you all in the next. Thanks for being here, guys.